That was the one. That's from Crandon.
That's like 2 feet off the air, like 3
2?
feet, 4. I don't know how 4 feet.
That's without the body on it.
That is. I love all this fabric.
Cruise or Ange. What was that thing we did?
Let me show you the good outside one. Here we go.
So that's the peekaboo one.
That's the peekaboo one.
And it's an orb, and it's just moving slowly.
They mimic stars.
Yeah, they look like just a star that would be hiding.
So that's how they are able to observe us, is because they mimic stars, and since people don't pay attention or pay close attention, it's on the back of their mind that it's not. So this is me showing that it is outside.
And are you a photographer also?
No, I'm an artist. And then so I show it's outside, but let me fast forward.
And what's it going to do? Oh, it's outside your house or something? That's a window. And is it just looking for you?
It follows my line of sight. So wherever I'm looking, I'm able to move it with me on the phone. But as you can see, it didn't follow my phone because I'm not looking at it. So it's a consciousness-based phenomenon where the light is being bent that reaches your awareness or wherever you're looking at, which is why it's able to defy basic laws of physics.
So there goes a jet, and I'm right next to this huge stadium, Allegiant Stadium. Looks like these are all employee cars. This guy's been to the LS Fest. Can you imagine the zoom lens on that camera? There's several on the top. And this is the parking lot. It must be all the employees. I mean, there's 300 cars here. There's a couple nice hot rods. And there's an old 66 Ford Galaxy I want to show. The guy got a prime spot. He must be part of the upper management, but look at this thing. It's from Nevada. Looks like it needs a new paint job. It's got Krager Mags on it. It's got some swirl marks in the paint. Got the original hood emblem. It's got the tinted windows from 1989. It's got the twice pipes. The guy's a veteran. There's the other pipe. It's got the lacquer cracking, antenna delete, Krager Mags. So who knew there's a full-size soccer field down here in a pit behind the Allegiant Stadium? They got this fold-away seating, and there's planes taking off every 3 or 4 minutes. And I've never seen so many driverless trucks, cars, buses, taxis. There's Zooks and Waymos. The other side of the strip, they've got the Teslas going in the tunnels. I think they still need drivers. But look at the size of these two full-size fields in the Allegiant Stadium. And it's mid-April. There's still some snow out there in those mountains. Gas is only $5.29. Looks like you can do a right on red, and then look, here's a couple of these driverless cars. So I can't see in there right now. So the Bruno Mars concert was just 5 days ago. I guess these are all the rigs that are loading it out, unless they're gonna do a load in for another show. But these trucks are just super deep. All the barricades, and then all the VIP transport to the VIP seating, I guess. Look at all these golf carts. And there it is in all its glory amidst. It's going to be competing with the Tropicana Stadium coming up here soon. So there you go. So this is what drew us here to the Luxor. They've been really having a hard time with drawing the customers in. We kind of wrote it off. We thought, you know, probably never go to Vegas again. We've probably been here 10 times, and I've been here probably 20 times shooting for Vans and different video production. I would shoot all the activities at the conference, then they'd project it to music and interviews at the end, the very end of the conference, real estate, Vans. So what's fascinating about this is that they charge, like, we got charged $42 for a burger, and they're normally like $18. So we're gonna eat here tonight, and I guess people have been walking in. They don't tell them they're with the all-inclusive deal, and they order off the menu, and then it's like, oh, I thought it was all free. We came here in 1993, and they had a boat that would go all the way around a moat all around through this area. So if you just pretend you're in Egypt, you really don't have to go to the Giza pyramid. So of course those are all the rooms right there in every quadrant. This is an inclinator, goes all the way up and down to the bottom. They included a free show. You could go to the Blue Man Group. I'm a drummer and my ears are shot, so I didn't really want to go see them. We went to see Carrot Top. I thought it'd be a clean show, but not really very clean. I wouldn't recommend it. That place is cool, that Bodies thing. Titanic would probably be pretty cool, but meh. I did meet the manager of this King Tut's, Discovering King Tut's gift shop, and wow, that guy knew all about the hieroglyphs, and I asked him about the pine cone, and he said it was a pineal gland. So who knows what all this means? Beware of rattlesnakes, low-flying pigeons. What else is here? Who knows what all that? There's another odd one. There's an owl, the owl. Maybe it's advertisements to get you in to get one of their hamburgers. So my wife doesn't like the carpet. She like trips and stumbles on it, but it's a package and they included all this stuff. We had to check in at a kiosk, your thing. You put your driver's license in and then you get your coupons on the phone. There's all sorts of building going on there. That's a Tropicana. They're repaving this side of the road, so that was a nightmare getting in over here. I'm gonna go over to the roller coaster. So I think that's the first drop. Hey, if you're old, I wouldn't go on this. Over here, it goes upside down, and then it goes upside down around in a circle. So I'll never have to do that again. So here we are at the Atomic Museum. I saw this guy on YouTube, and he gave a tour, you know, of this whole place. He fixes up cars. We're in the gift shop right now. We're gonna go visit Welder up out there in Good Springs. But if you like mid-century art, there is just no end to the things that are available here. And of course, they've got some interesting platitudes. So this is the predecessor to the transistor, which your phone has probably millions of them. Here's how you tested them. Welding glasses. It's a UFO drone. Mexican VW bus with authentic patina. I must have built a couple of dozen of these models back when I was in the 2nd and 3rd grade. Looks like you got a 4-wheeled UFO, $1,400. Got a little bit of damage. And then you got a go-kart that's an F1 imitation. Of course, you got your token gas pumps. So this place is out in Henderson, Nevada, just 30 minutes from Las Vegas, and everything's for sale. So this is a huge facility. We've got our 79 Traverse right there we drove out here in. Got about 30 miles to 29 miles to gallon. And it looks like the start is here, the showroom, bunch of cars for sale. They work on them, upholster them, paint them, detail them, and they got a gift shop over there at the end. Looks like the second Sunday they always have a car show. So I could easily spend an hour in here, but I'm gonna try to keep this video under 3 minutes. I grew up in this era when you could get any car painted any color for $29.95. Costa Mesa, California. So I spotted a C10 over here. I'll make my way over to it, but check out that. So this is the 65 C10. It's got the Krager mags on it. 50 grand. I think my 60 GMC had the exact same door panels. A little bit of custom work on the diamond plate bed, toolbox, step side. So my first muscle car was a 76 Trans Am with a 455 in it. I think this one's either a little newer than that. Mine supposedly was the last year they painted the Super Chicken on the back, on the hood. So the paint job really dates the when it was remodeled. And it's got the fake Kragers. My brother sold me a 50 panel wagon with a 6-cylinder. I had to 3 on the tree, and you had to do you double clutch it when you were shifting it. It was root beer brown. And they do have a full restoration shop. This one's getting a new interior. Looks like they already got a new top. And I believe they have a paint shop over there too. So this is the machine shop, and it looks like the owner of this place used to be a pilot, and they have the engine from the Enola Gay, one of the engines that dropped the bombs in Japan. And I'm an actual big fan of the square bodies. This one's 60,000. Here's another Suburban style. And I don't really like the rounded off bar of soap look of these, but the rims are pretty cool. So here's the nice looking engine on this little. That looks like a Corvette engine next to the old lathe. I think our C7 has a leaf spring in the back. This is a C2. So this is a Challenger, and it's got Krager mags. So they got hot rods everywhere, and they will let you walk around in the shop. And it goes all the way around there and over there. Thanks for watching. This one's called a Street Steel. Got your 4 speakers set up. And then of course I almost backed into this one. So there you go. Okay, so since we're walking through memory lane, we had an 88 and an 89 Camaro. Never bought the IROC version, but that was a pretty nice car. Although at South Coast Plaza, both of ours got stolen. We had a black one and a white one stolen from the Nordstrom's parking lot. And then you got your Cadillac. So there goes the square body rolling backwards down the street. Gonna live a few more years after it goes in the restoration shop. I'm here at the Atomic Motors Car Museum and Restoration Shop, and I wanted to show off these engines. 12 grand. 73 Olds engine, 12 grand. 8.5 for that one. 65 Chevy, 292, 8 grand. 9,500 for this Edelbrock manifold, 360 Dodge, and there's several more over there waiting to go right into your hot rod. Look at those birds. So are those bats? It must be bats. Oh, there you go. Cybertruck junkyard. This is where all the dead Cybertrucks end up. We've discovered the official dumping grounds of all the wrecked Cybertrucks. So I'm out here for my birthday with my wife, and we got 2 free tickets. Hey, this is where it goes upside down right there. And then after that, it goes upside down twice in a spiral. So you start over here, you go up that dark, that feels pretty darn steep. I thought when we got to this point, it went straight down, but it just goes down, you know, pretty steep for a little bit. And then it comes right up here to this big tall portion, loses all its speed. And then of course gets going fast again. That looks like a 45-degree angle right there. So anyhow, I would not recommend this if you have fragile bones. It jars you around a whole lot. And there's one, when I went through this thing right here, I could not hold my head up. My head went forward. You go completely around, your stomach kind of gets a little sick feeling. But anyhow, I can say I did it and don't have to do it again. And I didn't have to pay 25 bucks for it. And we have one unused ticket, so my wife refuses to go on it. So there you go. So I'm giving these guys another 15-20 minutes. There'll be a whole new pool complex here, all with the Coachella vibes going on. So the Goodyear Blimp's looking for the handicap spot. We were driving all over Las Vegas and we finally found my wife's favorite street, Bruno Mars Drive. Not. So Welderup has officially moved to Goodsprings, and you can leave your signature on one of their old Ford trucks. Just paint it right into the, scratch it into the patina. Hello.
Hi, how are you?
So we're looking for the new Goodsprings one. We can't find it on the map. We're on the way to Goodsprings, so found the map. There's a There's a gasser. Look at that gasser. Look at that. Quit your bitching. And here we go. Welder. There's that old 40 Ford truck. So there's your patina. Could I take home a piece of the welder up truck? I probably could if I was more mischievous. Even their logos have faded. Their logo art Goldstrom Enterprises. So we got the mirror delete going on there. Still have the wipers, and this is officially a 40 Ford truck, and they call it an F5, which I really don't believe that. And there's that. There's the business end of the thing. And what do we got? Some multi-lugs. And here we are driving a mobility blob. Mobility blob.
How's your food? Hi, babe. Hi, baby. You know this. I see. What? I see. I love it. I love it. How's your food today? I love you, baby. I love baby. Little baby. What's the baby today? What's the baby today? I think it's okay. I love you. Oh my God. Oh my God. You okay? I love you. I love you. Sweet. I love you, sweet, sweet. I love you, sweet. I love you, so sweet. I love you, sweet. You want your treats? Come on. You want some treats? Let's go get some treats. Let's get the treats. Come on. Let's get some treats. Let's get the treats. Let's get some treats. What is this treat? You're a nice girl. You're a nice girl. You're a nice girl. You're a nice girl. Huh? I see you. I see you. You're a nice girl. Hi. I see you. I see you. You're a nice girl. I see you. You're a very nice girl. You're a very nice girl. You're a very nice girl. You are a very nice girl. Hi. Hi. You're a nice girl. You're a nice girl. Hi, darling. Hi, little darling. Hi, little darling. Hi, darling. Hi, little darling. Look at it. Just look through. Huh? Hi, love. Hi, little